Okay, so let's look at the graph. We're looking at a relationship between time and temperature. Okay, so at 4 o'clock, what was the temperature approximately? Use your graph in your textbook. What was the temperature at around 4 o'clock? Lorena? I would say 4.1 degrees Celsius. Let's look at 10 o'clock. Negative 7.9 degrees Celsius, okay? What do you notice is happening to the temperature as time passes? As it gets later, it drops. Yes, it's decreasing. Excellent. So the trend is the general direction that this seems to be moving. Would you say it's a positive or negative trend? Negative trend, okay? Is it upward positive or downward negative? Downward negative, and I'm going to draw a smooth curve. The temperature is decreasing, which means it's getting colder as the time is getting later. Does that make sense? Okay, let's look at B. What does this point tell you? 6 o'clock, 1.8. What does that mean? Yep. So this point 6, 1.8 tells us that the temperature is 1.8 degrees Celsius at 6 o'clock p.m. C. What happens after 7 o'clock p.m.? Everyone find 7 o'clock p.m. on the graph. Excellent. Rain, say that louder. Drops below 0 degrees Celsius. Excellent. At 7 o'clock, the temperature drops below 0. It's freezing. Do you see a trend in the data? We just talked about it. What is the trend?
It drops.
Yes, it's downward negative, and if we describe it in real life, Ricky, as the day gets longer, as it gets later, the temperature drops. Okay, and that's also for E, the relationship between temperature and time. We just talked about that. So let's ask you a question now. What do you think will happen to the temperature between 10 p.m., which is here, and 10 a.m.? If you were to keep going, what do you think would happen? Say that's probably going to continue to decrease. It's going to continue to get colder. So continue to get colder, which means it's continuing to decrease. If we're looking at this trend, the trend will probably continue.